3D printing in an apartment is great, right until the moment where you need specialty filaments like this fire-resistant polycarbonate. The only thing is, it smells a lot, and I'm trying to solve this today. In this video, I'm going to be modifying this IKEA Prax shelf into a fully air-filtered 3D printer space that will allow me to print ABS, PC, and everything that smells very easily. But before we get into modifying my shelf into an air-filtered space, I want to thank Qidi for sending me over the Qidi Max 4 for this video. It's a large format 390 by 390 machine with a heated chamber, closed loop steppers, and basically all the features you would need for a project like this. It's not a paid sponsorship, they just provided me the printer and gave me freedom to do something useful with it. But enough about the printer for now. The real project today is this air filter shelf mod. You might have already seen my previous video about making this air filtration system that has a giant carbon stage, a HEPA stage, pre-filters, and everything you would need for CNC machines, lasers, and 3D printers. Once you connect an inline fan right here, all of the air that will be entering the box will be scrubbed clean and vented right outside, out the window or just back into my space. But there were some major problems with the design, and most of them I solved in this video. So first, let's talk about the two main problems and how I'll fix them in one go. The first issue here was that this is a two-piece system. One with the giant carbon stage, one with the HEPA and the small carbon stage, and this takes up a lot of space. And the second issue, which is quite a bit more important for me, is that the HEPA filter I'm using is not available in the US. So this version of the filter, people in the United States just couldn't print or couldn't make use of. So let's jump into Fusion 360 and recreate my Nuggets Ink air filter. And that's it. Here we have the completed air filter and something I'm very proud of, the new latches. But a little bit more on them in a second. First, it's still compatible with the magnetic hose connectors. And the next improvement I made is adding this lip over here, which means you could lay it flat down if there were a hole in the table. In addition to the lip, I added these two mounting brackets, so you can just screw this thing down, and that is perfect for the shelf, because that's how I'll have it. So then you can pull the lid off and the filters out without this thing moving away from the shelf. But now back to my favorite upgrade, the latch. Let's quickly look at what the latch does, which is it hooks in with this little piece over here. And over here there are springs that pull the hook up. And at the same time, this hole and this hole are attached to the device. And this hole over here is moved towards the left, which means it's over center. So the latch snaps into place in one direction, and if you pull it down, it snaps down. In contrast to the normal latch, this one is super easy to use. I can use it with one finger, no problem, and the clamping force is extremely tight. It's also directional. It's pulling upwards, and there's no risk of breaking this part. So for me, this is a major upgrade, and it was very important to make this air filter just one step better. Great, so now that the parametric design is done, I'll load it up with the HEPA, carbon, and pre-filter layer, and after that, I'll get to mounting this thing right on the top of my shelf. So my air filter is good to go, and I already did the testing in my last video showing how well it works. But that's not everything we have planned for this video. The first thing I need to figure out is how do I connect my filter to the machines, and additionally, how do I get the tubes, the ducting, through these shelves. Okay, so the first thing I decided was I have to figure out how to attach two pipes to each other without any additional metal mounting hardware like screws or whatever. My solution for this is actually quite simple. As far as I know, this is called a compression fitting. It's a TPU ring over here, which is wedged in between this and this corner by a screw. So I have this piece over here and this screw over here with the TPU ring. You now have this quick connector that I can attach to this. Just put it in there, screw it up, and now it's attached super tightly. Super hard to pull this apart. I originally just came up with this design to attach the pipe to the top bit of the air filter. But after I drilled this hole over here into the shelf, I found out that the ducts I'm using do not fit through the hole. But my solution for this is quite simple, and this is where the compression fittings really come into play. So you stick a cylinder through the hole, and basically you attach a compression fitting to both sides of the cylinder to lock them in. And from the original design, I went to my much simpler design with a simple TPU ring that gets wedged a certain distance into the pipe. Very easy and very important, it's very low profile. This is my end result, and it works just as good as my original. So let's go and set up the rest of the shelf and attach the printers.
I look good 24/7, 24/7. All y'all 10s, I'm in 11. I'm in 11. Wanna know how? I don't be stressing. I don't be stressing. Cause I look good 24/7. I'm hot 24/7.
I sleep in my Louboutin, so I wake up sexy. My martini's 31, and no need to test me. On my worst behavior, but at least I'm with my besties. I'm the baddest bitch, so come arrest me. In a new whip with a new fit, like damn, I am Gia. Got the it bitch in my new crib, like sorry, Zach Bia. On the west side for some new dick, Maria, Maria. Got 3 toys, and they all boys, and they call me mommy. Yeah, I look good 24/7, 24/7. All your 10s, I'm in 11. I'm in 11. Wanna know how? I don't be stressing. I don't be stressing. Cause I look good 24/7. I'm hot 24/7.
I walk in, dudes be like, ooh, she's stunning. I stay so fucking fit, not from running. This walk got a line down the block of dudes who wanna check my plumbing. I'm a wet dream, spring fling queen. You're at home coming.
I look good 24/7, 24/7. All y'all 10s, I'm in 11. I'm in 11. Wanna know how? I don't be stressing. I don't be stressing. Cause I look good 24/7. I'm hot 24/7.
I look good 24/7, 24/7.
All y'all 10s, I'm in 11.
I'm in 11.
Wanna know how? I don't be stressing. I don't be stressing. Cause I look good 24/7.
And that's my transformation from a normal IKEA cabinet into a stealth 3D printing air filtered cabinet. It houses 2 3D printers. The one on top is directly connected, so this one doesn't have a heated chamber. The bottom one just has a passive intake up here, which I can magnetically attach and deattach. So if I need more filtration on the top device, maybe I'm printing some heavy stuff or it's a laser up here, then I could just block up this piece and all of the air goes through this machine. Or if I'm using a heated chamber, like I'm going to be using for the PCFR, You would want the device down here so it can regulate its own temperature, and you just passively have the air being absorbed. And that's about it. I have my speed controller here. I just turn the knob and the fan goes on and off. And aside from that, I'm ready to go. Let's print that PCFR, and while that's printing, I'll quickly talk about the Qidi Max 4. In my testing, the Max 4 performed quite well. I was able to print giant prints, big projects like this shelf, or this miter box, which was used to cut the wood inside of this canvas that my girlfriend is making. They have decent print quality, and all of that with PCFR, PETCF, or any engineering filament I wanted to. This machine is a beast at 390 x 390. In my testing, I had a few issues, but for this project, everything went smooth. Other than that, I can only say I hope Bamboo Labs makes a printer with this type of build volume soon. Let's get back to the PCFR and how the air filter performed. And that's it. The PCFR printed, no problem. And I couldn't smell anything at all. So overall, I'm super happy. This thing's gonna be in use at my house and be used for CNC machines and other things all the time from now on. And if you like this type of content, I would appreciate a comment down below, especially letting me know if you like this type of vlog style content or if you would prefer me being more to the point. And if you want to buy the Qidi Max 4 or any of the other things mentioned in my video, I left my affiliate links down in the description. It would help me a lot if you bought something through my link. Thank you very much and have a nice day. And if you want to build the air filter, everything is down below as well. Bye!